Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Narayanam Namaskritya.
Narayanam Namaskritya.
Naram Chaiva Narottamam.
Naram Chaiva Narottamam.
Devim Saraswatim Vyasam.
Devim Saraswatim Vyasam.
Tato Jayamudire.
Tato Jayamudire.
Nashtraprayasha Vadareshu.
Nashtraprayasha Vadareshu.
Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya.
Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya.
Bhagavati Uttamashloke.
Bhagavati Uttamashloke.
Bhakti Bhakti Naishiki.
Bhakti Bhakti Naishiki.
Bhagavad Gita 37:38. Yadi api etena pashyanti.
Yadi api etena pashyanti.
Loho pahata chetasaha.
Loho pahata chetasaha.
Ulakshaya kritam dosham.
Ulakshaya kritam dosham.
Mitradrohe cha patakam.
Mitradrohe cha patakam.
Katham nagneya asmamihi.
Katham nagneya asmamihi.
Papadasmani vartito.
Papadasmani vartito.
Ulakshaya kritam dosham.
Ulakshaya kritam dosham.
Prapashyati Janārdana.
Prapashyati Janārdana.
Yadi, if, api,
Api,
certainly,
certainly,
ete, they, na, do not, pashyanti, see, lobha, greed, upahata, overpower, chetasaha, heart, ulakshaya, in killing, the family, kritam, done, dosham, fault, mitra, rohe, quarreling with friends, cha, also, patakam, simple reaction, katham, why, na, shall not, neyam, know this, asmabhihi, by us, papa, from sins, asma, ourselves, nivartito, to cease, ulakshaya, destruction of a dynasty, kritam, by so doing, dosham, crime, prapashyatmihi, by those who can see, Janārdana, O Kṛṣṇa. O Janārdana, although these men overtaken by greed, see no fault in killing one's family or quarreling with friend, why should we, with knowledge of the sin, engage in these acts? Purport. Om Jnana-timirandasya Janārdana Chakshurapalitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Namo Vishnupadaya Kṛṣṇa Vṛṣṇaya Bhutale Śrīmate Bhakti-vedanta Swamiti Namane. Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shri Acharya-tirthamani. Jai Shri Kṛṣṇa Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Śrīvāsadi Gaura Bhakta-vrinda. Hare Kṛṣṇa 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. So we see the mark of a great man. He thinks 100 times before doing an activity, whether it should be done or it should not be done. The great person thinking. He has Kṛṣṇa with him. He can proceed with anything. He knows that. But at the same time, he also sees the Kauravas have behaved till now like very nasty way. So many things they did they should not do, and they deserve to be punished on that. And on top of it, there was such a nice peace proposal, they refused that also. And they all come here, not even thinking what is going to happen. War means so many people are going to die. So he's thinking about, okay, they may be foolish. Why I should be foolish? This is a mark of it's not easy. How much his heart has to be pure, how much gravity he has to have. He's not agitated, oh, come to fight, I will show you. He's thinking, they may be foolish. Should I proceed with this one? So in that way, Kulakshaya pranashanti Kuladharma sanatana Dharmanashe kulam Kṛṣṇam Adharmo vibhavati yuta. With the destruction of the dynasty, eternal family tradition is vanquished, and thus the rest of the family become involved in irreligious practice. Now he is not worried about maintenance. Today in this world, all anxiety is maintenance. Okay? Over anxiety. Because they are identifying with the body. Once you identify with the body, then there's a whole civilization is progress of the comforts of the body. Okay? People think they are the body. So all the katha that is going on in TV, newspaper, everywhere based on I am the body. Okay? But I am not the body. The whole thing is wasted. It has no meaning actually what people are talking. Simply so much, but the foundation is wrong. Suppose you are making a building and you don't have foundation, what will happen? Building will fall. There is the building you have seen there near Kotara Chaki, it is tilted like this. Whole city. Wrong foundation. He has not studied the soil. Actually dangerous, it can topple also. But now it is like that. So foundation is very important. The civilization, the whole materialistic civilization is without Bhagavad Bhakti Nasya. Without Bhagavad Bhakti, whatever they are doing is Apranasya Deyasya Mandalam Lokaranja. It is just decoration of a dead body. You know. When people see America or they see an advanced city, so skyscraper. When Prabhupada saw God, he saw the death of the civilization. But what people see? Nice skyscraper. What Acharya see? Completely different. It's not easy. First time you're not gone to America. First time you go, you see on the coast. Anybody, not only me, anybody, they come like glorifying for days. Somebody has come from America asking for 10 days, he will tell, I saw this, I saw this. Again, nothing. But Prabhupada saw the coastline. My Lord, why you brought me to this miserable place? Miserable place. They're all lost in Rajas and Tamas. How will they understand, my Lord, the glories of your pastimes? Because he is thinking on the spiritual platform. There was once devotee wrote to Prabhupada. Prabhupada, I have so much sickness, I don't know how to do service. So Prabhupada wrote back a beautiful letter. He said, at this age, lot of personal physical difficulties are there which I don't want to tell you. I don't get sleep at night because there is a constant humming sound in my mind, in the brain. Old age you will see all this. But still, I am trying to be engaged in devotional service because I try to remain on the spiritual platform. Humbly is right. So in that way, you see, we have to focus on the spiritual. Now for that he is worried. He is not thinking how they will eat. That question he is not asking. He is saying the very purpose of life is self-purification. And who enforces self-purification? The parents in the house. Correct? Who will teach samskara? The parents. If in the battlefield parents are going to die, who will train the children? He is worried. Kṛṣṇa said, therefore I will not. And a lot of reasons he has. Correct? Who will die in the battlefield? The parents, father will die. House, who will do the training of the children? And the wife will be unprotected, that is going to stay in the next room. And there is no training. So therefore, Kṛṣṇa, how can I do that? So you can see how important reasons he has given. But the point is that Kṛṣṇa has already solved it. What is the answer for that? Yudhishthira Maharaj is going to rule the world. Vaikuntha on earth will be there. Everything is taken care of. The king itself is so righteous, so virtuous. Everything is in order. Nothing to worry. Adharma vibhavat Kṛṣṇa Dushanti Kṛṣṇa Dushtashu Vṛṣṇeya Jayate Varna Shankara. When irreligion is prominent in the family of Kṛṣṇa, the woman of the family becomes corrupt. And from the degradation of woman, those the descendant of Vṛṣṇi comes unwanted progeny.
Good population.
Very tough for You have to see Prabhupada is that, I'll explain it actually. Prabhupada never compromised. He spoke the truth. He spoke the truth unhesitantly. Imagine in America, you speak this where women get equal rights. It's not easy. At the same time, he never compromised. In fact, a lot of devotees mentioned that today we lost the talent. The way Prabhupada used to preach. At the same time, we should not be misunderstood. Many people misunderstood this purpose. Now, first thing, Prabhupada is saying that irreligion is prominent. What is going to happen when the samskaras collapse? The woman of the family become corrupt. Now, in Prabhupada it says, women in general, first thing we should see the line Prabhupada says. Women are similarly therefore, take it up. In general, women are generally, it said in general. So, it generally means there always, every rule has an exception. When a woman takes to Kṛṣṇa consciousness, which is different. In Bhagavad Gita, what Kṛṣṇa says? Pāpa yunayaha strishu. Māmi pārtha strishu dushtāshu kaunteya jayate varna. So he says everybody will achieve. Devi yanti param gati. He said they will also achieve param gati. Anybody who comes to my shelter. Now this is many points. Number one is that does not refer to a devotee woman. It refers to a general woman. And it is true in some sense. We try to understand first philosophically. Children are very simple. Anybody can easily spoil them. Therefore, we have to keep an eye. Because by nature, they put faith in anybody. You see that in train, small children traveling, he smiles at anybody. Correct? For him, even my house, outside house, there is no discrimination itself. You know? So that is the age, very simple and innocent. Children are innocent. Therefore, they have to be kept a watch. Does it mean that you are going to exploit the children? No. When we are keeping a watch on children, is it any exploitation? There is no exploitation. But eye is always kept. It's like a traffic is going on the road. If you don't keep an eye, a small child will walk on the road, accident will happen. Correct? You have to keep an eye. But just you're keeping an eye doesn't mean you're exploiting the child. Similarly, by nature, women are very simple. Easily, in North India, what is it? Patana. Easily, just people can flatter a woman. It's very, they will not know, but men know. They will feel, no, be very careful. But men know it is. Just flatter, gone. They fall for that person. And it's known. Krishna's grace, we didn't get into it, but we knew it. It was general term. Just you want to get involved in some girl, just keep flattering her. She'll become happy. Very simple. Just like a child, you just utilize him a little. The nature is simple. Why nature is designed like that? Because the woman is the one who deals with the child. Nature matches. Child is very simple. Mother is also very simple. So matching of the nature allows the child to have his, maximum time he spends with the mother. We have the example also in the Bhagavatam of the Dronacharya's son. You know that example? Dronacharya's son, Ashwatthama, had killed all the 5 sons of the Pandavas. Correct? And when he was bound and brought there, Draupadi, Prabhupada says, like a simple woman, said, no. He is a son of a Brahmana. How can he kill him? The Prabhupada says, yes. Women tend to be very simple by nature. Now, this can be taken advantage of. Number 2, physically they are not strong. Abala. Nowadays it is true. Now they are teaching them judo, karate, because the world is becoming crazy. But still, physical strength is less. And also we see emotionally, whenever you have at home, you see a movie, we see a sentimental scene, first a woman will cry. I went to somebody's death, they had called me and I went to that house. One student comes here to do some kirtan. We went there, men were sitting, but all the women were continuously crying. That's the nature, they are more emotional. Now this can be taken under advantage of, softer mind, softer, weaker body. Therefore, they need protection. But it never meant exploitation. See, there is a difference between protection. I tell the child needs a protection. Just like in time, a boy is there, 18-year-old boy, he can go for a pilgrimage all around India alone. You don't have to worry much. But a girl going alone, you have to think 10 times. Okay? Nobody will allow, and neither it's very dangerous because physical strength is less. And there are people who know the weakness and they will take advantage of it. You 18-year-old boy, they try to catch him, he will kick you. But a girl, somehow by the design of the nature, strength is less than a man. And this is truth has to be recognized. Emotionally, physically, she is on a weaker situation. People will take advantage. So therefore, a protection should be there. That's all it. You see, when Draupadi continues to speak at that moment, everybody is listening. Now, many people say, this purport means therefore, she should be treated like a slave. Slave, huh? Draupadi, when she spoke, everybody listened and they reversed the decision. Correct? They left Ashwatthama after that. Similarly, when Queen Kunti offers prayers, Vedavyasa is recording their prayers. Why? Who records the prayers of a slave? Correct? Prabhupada again points out there. All respect was there. Rather, highest respect was there. Who was given the respect of a mother? Even Bahenji was not allowed. Bahenji is the modern day invention. Prabhupada never agreed to that nonsense Bahenji. Correct? North India it is. You not see. It's a different. I don't know how they speak here. They say sister now. What do they say? Mother only? Mataji? Kannada, what do they say? They don't say anything. It used to be a problem for me. You know, I started a class and there was a midday, there was a hotel management college at Pompen. Now they have shifted it. So I used to go there. And there was one or two girls in the class. So I said, Mataji, what do you want to say? Whole class will be giggling. And giggling at me, giggling at those girls also. And then as if they are some old ladies, you know. And then I thought, in my mind I should say, but outside if I say it will not be comfortable. Society has changed so much. But at least previously we remember that was the culture. And that is what the training was. A small child used to be sent house to house, the Gurukul. And he said, mother, give me diksha. Prabhupada says, training, mother, 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 mother. He doesn't know any other way to look at a woman. It's the purest way to look. And for a woman also, child is the purest way to look. The whole society becomes so smooth. In fact, Prabhupada trained his child like that. Mother, 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 mother. And first time Prabhupada took his child to see a movie, Narasimha movies. And previously all the movies were Kṛṣṇa movies, Narasimha. And Prabhupada talks about that. He said, my son was saying, mother, so many mothers are here, mother, mother, mother. That is what the training was. So it was not at all derogatory, but potentially, yes. If an equal freedom is given, girl will go down first. That we see the condition in the West. Prabhupada, when he saw the condition in the West, he said, you have given equal freedom to the girls, but their condition is not very happy. They are not happy in this condition. Today, there is around the world movement, equal rights, but it will not be a happy condition. They need protection. And Prabhupada saw this situation. He said, no, there is great social malady in your country. And in fact, at this point of Prabhupada was caught, and that time America was, even now it is, women rights equal. And a lot of women reporters fought with Prabhupada. You can see so many interviews that fought with Prabhupada. Prabhupada did not budge. He did not budge from this time. He never, Acharya does not, Prabhupada said, I'm not going to change the philosophy. And what he spoke was for their good. Not that he is, some people may say he's a male chauvinist or not. No. He spoke the fact. Fact is they need protection. And Prabhupada, he allowed them. You see that he didn't allow, he allowed them. When the girls wanted to join the movement in America, Prabhupada said, come. He did not stop them. In India, we have to think 10 times because society will not accept. But in American society, it is accepted. Equal rights. Prabhupada, in that sense, gave them equal rights. He also allowed them to join and made something unique in the history. Brahmacharini ashram. We have not heard about that in India. But he put one lady to give them protection. Saw they are being given some protection. Not like boys. Always was watching. When they are going for Sankirtana, he said, yes, you can go with your husband. But he never allowed unmarried girls and unmarried boys to mix together when they kept all the precautions into place, but gave all the opportunity. In fact, all the beautiful paintings in ISKCON, most of them are made by girl devotees. In fact, he gave them the altar in India where, which lady in any temple you have gone, you see a lady doing arti, you'll never see. Okay. So he gave them Brahmin Diksha also, he gave them altar also, he gave them kitchen also, he gave them painting, he gave them Sankirtana, but he said a watch should be kept. Unmarried boys and girls, let them not mix. In that way, these things are taken care. And therefore it is very nice that Prabhupada says the different family traditions, that is so nice. Previously it was so common. Any religious function that used to happen in our generation, mostly women used to gather. Today I have an opposite experience. I have taken an NIT came into India, girls are very less. Even though equal girls are there in hostel, very less come. Somehow boys are more interested. But it is not true. In general sense it is true. You see any religious functions, Prabhupada says one place in Bhagavatam, where Queen Kunti says that you are only understood in the Katham Pashem me striyaha, I am only a woman. Tata Paramahamsa na Muni na Mamalatmana. Then Bhakti Yoga Vidhanartham Katham Pashem striyaha. My Lord, you are only known to the Paramahamsas, you are only known to the Muni, great sages. And people who are thoroughly pure in the heart can know you. How we can know you? We are ordinary women. So Prabhupada said, yes, humility is very nice in spiritual life. And then Prabhupada gives a credit to the women. He says that by nature they are very simple. They easily accept an authority. That's the design in their system. And therefore, Prabhupada says we see them in such large numbers in spiritual programs. And he says that that's nature of simply accepting an authority. This we have an example in Kṛṣṇa book. What is an example of? Yajnik Brahmanas. The Yajnik Brahmanas were great scholars. They were doing big yajna. But they refused to give food to Kṛṣṇa Balaram. And their wives, who were not scholars at all, but they just simply accepted Kṛṣṇa Balaram just by hearing from other ladies, they proved to be greater devotees. So Prabhupada says in the purport there, the simplicity can make them more greater devotee than so-called erudite scholarship which is of no value. So therefore they have an advantage also. So every situation has an advantage and a disadvantage. There is a disadvantage, you have to take care, we can easily be Muslim woman. Advantage is she is simple in nature, she accepts an authority very easily compared to a man. Man revolts against authority. Woman easily accepts. So if she accepts the authority of Kṛṣṇa, her life will become wonderful. And another point is that, so in this angle if you see, this is all set in a Vedic setup also. It's just like an ambassador car and a cycle. A man, if he wants to advance his spiritual life, it is easier for him. Why? Because Vairagya is easy for a man. Woman is generally more attached. Correct? True or not? Woman is always more attached to the child compared to man. We can always see, husband doesn't bother only. Woman will be bothered what is happening to the child. Correct? It's true or not? Mother is always more attached. Now this is materially good, but spiritually this is an obstacle because attachment is not good. Correct? So man has an advantage spiritual direction because he's a little more detached. See, when you have to go to some function, you have to dress up. Man takes 5 minutes. Woman takes more time. It's the nature. So these are spiritually as an advantage. But today, rather it is becoming reverse. Why? You see anywhere, in any academic college, girls are scoring more than boys. Why? Even though it's an ambassador car, it is moving at a speed less than the cycle. Because men are given more freedom. They get spoiled into simple habits. Hardly you can see, except some places, girls into, I was asking one college, boys, how do you spend your time? So smoking, drinking, this, that, and games and all that. I asked the girls, how do you spend your time? So we don't do smoking, drinking. Little we watch extra movies. So they are much more purer. So therefore, you see they are outperforming the boys today. In every field you see girls are doing better than the boys. Any college you go, even 12th class marks you see that comes a result, girls do better than the boys. More girls are passing than the boys. Correct? Because whatever way in Indian culture today, their freedom is, their watch is more. They don't get into sinful habits. Boys are given more freedom. Okay? Your son comes back home, grown-up son, at 8 o'clock in the night, you can't ask him much question. I was with my friends. Girls will ask, very good. Will ask more. There is much more protection. That has, if there is a good protection, it will help them more. Therefore, they outperform the boys. Correct? The boys are more freedom. They can take, see, comparatively speaking, even now in the reality in India, boys get more freedom than the girls. But that freedom they can use properly. They don't use properly. They misuse the freedom. So instead of a benefit, sometimes girls and feel it is true. You don't get as much freedom the boys get. But actually the boys are not taking any advantage of that freedom. They only spoil their life more because of freedom. Therefore they see is gradually girls are outperforming boys. And they say when it continues, they will run the world. That's what is happening today. So in all angles we can see. In the Vedic setup is different actually. We cannot bring that today. Also, men used to go to Gurukul and used to be trained very nicely. The girl was not going to Gurukul. She was trained into chastity, purity. A man may be crazy, house will still run. A woman goes crazy, house collapses. House in the hand of the woman, not the man. True? So, therefore, very important was her training into pure character. Boy was going to Gurukul to learn whatever, Kshatriya, Brahmana, Chaudhary. So this was a training. And when he used to come back from the Gurukul, from Diksha, from the Acharya, he used to become Guru of the wife after marriage. Because she has not gone to college. He used to be the Guru of the wife. In the Vedic setup, therefore, the relationship was different. Got it? Because he was the Guru also of the wife. Everything, and not only that, well trained, he was a man of great character. Therefore, there was very nice setup. And there is a situation where Parvati asked Shiva, can you tell me something? Which worship is highest? That time Shiva said, Aradhanam api sarvesham, Vṛṣṇu aradhanam param, tasmat parataram devi, tadiyanam samasharam. So Prabhupada says very nice in the purport, commenting on that. That what husband and wife should be doing. Discussing about spiritual life. Wife is asking question, husband is answering. Correct? But today, it is, these things are not set up properly. So exactly we can't find the invitation. Shankaro narakayaiva Lagnanam kulasya cha Patanti pitaro hi esham Buddha pindodaka kriyaha. When there is an increase in the unwanted population, a hellish situation is created both for the family and those who destroy the family tradition. In such corrupt families, there is no offering oblation of food and water to the ancestors.
Of Godhead.
Now here Prabhupada has talked about something more. He says that now this undergoes, every whole family becomes polluted. One of the things that will happen is that all religious activities will stop. This has a lot of ramifications. And one other thing is, Shraddha will stop. Now, what happens, this is on a spiritual dimension. Material dimension, you can't understand this. They have that when somebody dies, I told you last time, rip. There is nothing like rest. Soul does not rest. Soul is always active. And the worry is if the soul is involved in some sinful activity in this life, it may not go to the Pitraloka. Okay? It will not go to the heavenly situation. It may get rather who is hell. Some hellish condition it may be stuck to. So the sun, because in this world, it's a nature. Even you don't want to do by mistake a sinful activity happens. Correct? You're walking, you kill so many ants. But driving, you may do an accident. Possible. So now what to do? So therefore there is Shraddha. It's an interconnection. If you offer food to Vṛṣṇi and on that day offer prasadam to the forefathers, wherever they are, they will be blessed. And they will be released from the hellish condition. Therefore it is called Putra. Tra means Traya, he saves. Kshatriya, he saves from injury. Putra, he saves from hell. Mantra, he saves the mind. Putra means Traya, saves. Therefore the word Putra was there. Therefore that's the reason people wanted a Putra. Because he will be able to do Shadra to save. But then Kṛṣṇa consciousness is beyond all this. You become a devotee. Forget about all this. You become a devotee. Therefore the Bhakṣana Prabhupada written about Vaishnava Shraddha. You don't need to follow actually this Karma Kanda Shraddha. He wanted to create revolution of the whole thing. And then basic point here Prabhupada is saying, well, if you become a devotee of the Lord, automatically, not one, Prabhupada is saying hundreds and millions of Shraddhas are done automatically. If you become a devotee, automatically, everybody is blessed. You know, there was the example of Prahlad Maharaj. When he asked Narasimha Deva asked him what blessing he wanted. He said, I don't want anything, my Lord. I was not doing a business. It's like people do business. They do something, they break coconut and they want some. Whenever they go, that's the nature. People, some pratna will be going on. Something they will be asking. But he said, my Lord, I was not doing a business. It's my duty. You are my Lord, I am your devotee. It's natural relationship. I was just doing my duty. But later, he asked, okay, my Lord, if you want to give me something, give me this. You please forgive my father. My father was so offensive to you. Please forgive him. So Narasimha Deva says what? I have blessed not one generation, 21 generations I have blessed. You are such a nice devotee. So just imagine, can anybody count this 21st generation? You can't, anybody I don't think can tell the name of. Previously people used to know. That's how proper marriages used to happen. Tell the name. Father, father, father. They will hear, elders. The name should not match to some 7-8 generations. Even medically it is very important. Correct? See? How they knew? They didn't know your genetic science. Shabda Pramana. They don't knew by hearing. They didn't have to. So much genetics, then you have understood. It is dangerous, correct? Even scientifically it is dangerous a marriage between close family. What is your father's name? They will tell this. Father's grandfather. Today you ask, they will not even know the name. What you know? Grandfather. Then grandfather's father, grandfather's grandfather, grandfather's grandfather's grandfather. Will go 8 generations. No match. Correct? So like that. Here he said, Prahlad Maharaj, 21 generations. I don't think you can remember 21 generations. So Prabhupada says, it can be taken in another way because nobody remembers 21 generations. Even previous 2 lives you can take. So 3 lives, 7 generations. Because 7 generation was the rule at that time. That means this life is 7 generation, previous life 7 generation, previous. All was liberated by Narasimha Deva in one stroke. So Prabhupada says somebody becomes a devotee. He does greatest service to his family. And then another point was Dhruva Maharaj. When he was going back home, back to Godhead, he asked, where is my mother? Vṛṣṇi was coming, Vaikuntha Vimana, he was sitting. He said, his mother was the one who said, Beta, if you want to solve the problem, go to Vṛṣṇi. And Vṛṣṇi is so great, he can solve all the problems. She was a devotee, otherwise she can't say like that. And allow the child to go to search for Vṛṣṇi. So immediately he asked, where is her mother? They arrange. Mother also goes back to God. So recommendation also works. In this world also recommendation works, correct? By recommendation so much work happens. Spiritual life is very personal, very personal. You go back to Godhead, you ask Kṛṣṇa, okay, I have come, what about that, my son or my wife? Recommendation works, Kṛṣṇa will consider. So like that, it is very nice. All angles is very nice. Shri Prabhupada ki, Bhagavad Gita ki.